Japan is a crazy place and has brought the world many amazing and bizarre games. Some so odd, they aren't even marketed to Western gamers. It's wacky stuff like this that makes us love Japan. Join us on our 3-city quest, searching for all things weird, wild, and wonderful that Japan has to offer. On the road with Qore. In our first episode, we visit Osaka, home to game development titan Capcom, maker of huge franchises like Street Fighter, Lost Planet, Resident Evil, and Dead Rising, just to name a few. But it's also the 3rd largest city in Japan, and we wanted to see what other magical things it has to offer. From architecture to food to the truly bizarre, join us as we get to know Osaka. After spending a day wandering around by foot, we quickly learned that the subway is the way to get around. Stuff yourself into a cart, and before you know it, you'll be at your destination, heading out to the great beyond. If the subway isn't your thing, we found the next most popular way to get around. Yep, you guessed it, bikes. Everywhere you look, people are on the move. Old and young, businessmen and couples. Oh, and look, we even found Audrey her very own. We soon arrived in the Dotonbori district, only to find ourselves surrounded by people and food. You see, Osaka has a saying, Qore, which basically means to ruin yourself with food. With all that was presented before us, we decided to take that saying to heart. First up, octopus balls. Otherwise known as takoyaki, these tasty little treats are made in the forms of little balls of dough mixed with cheese and, of course, octopus.
This is my 4th time in Japan, and I've never had octopus balls before. Never had takoyaki, and Osaka is famous for it. And so I'm glad I finally get my chance to dig in.
If you're not into more exotic foods, you can always fall back to kushiyaki, basically a deep-fried kebab on a bamboo stick. You can get many types, ranging from meats to cheeses and even lotus root. There are a ton of foods to indulge yourself in, but in the end, we all need a good dessert to finish things off right. We tried a bean paste crepe that was in the shape of a fish.
Oh, little fishy, I'm going to eat you.
Ice cream from a vending machine.
That looks like cheesecake, and I do love cheesecake.
But at the end, we never really found what we were looking for. That is until we were let in on a little local secret. This monstrosity here is what they call dekamori. It comes in several gut-busting varieties, but we decided to go with the Mount Fuji.
There's like an entire cake down here.
Ah, all your desserts in one place. Ice cream, cake, fruit, cereal. Dessert has never been so intimidating.
Okay, well, I think I've successfully eaten myself into ruin here in Osaka. If you don't mind, I'm gonna take a little nap.
Oh yeah, Osaka holds some crazy things, but we never expected what we ran into next. A Santa-themed love hotel? Really? For those of you that don't know, a love hotel is a little place where couples can discreetly go and, well, you get the picture. You see, Christmas to the Japanese is marketed more like what we know as Valentine's Day. Yeah, you heard me right.
Alright, so here's our selection of rooms. There's varying price levels. All you have to do is push the button, just head over to your room. You don't have to talk or see anybody. Total privacy.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so we've got my entertainment center with my karaoke mic, so I can sing myself to sleep. Oh, how convenient. PlayStation. Oh dear, what's this? Do I get to pick a costume?
Maybe next time. I'm beat. When you're feeling refreshed, check out is easy.
You never have to talk to anybody, if you know what I mean.
Osaka is a great city. Besides the weird, there's the wonderful. Great architecture, like the Umeda Sky Building, with an incredible 360-degree view of Osaka. You can see why it's ranked as one of the biggest cities in the world. From ubiquity to antiquity, one of the oldest buildings here is Osaka Castle. It's more than a tourist landmark, it's also a good place for families or artists to come, enjoy, and relax. There are even buildings that are covered in plants, like this one we came across. The organic building's design takes conceptual cues from bamboo and contains 80 different types of indigenous plants and trees. A little further out of town is the enormous Tower of the Sun. Standing 70 meters tall, the Tower of the Sun is yet another amazing piece of architecture we came across. Just walking around the streets of Osaka gave us a good look into the culture and the spirit of the Japanese people. For a fast-paced modern metropolis, everyone we met was very helpful and, thankfully, patient. Now that you've gotten a taste of Osaka, try creating your own Japanese-inspired video game using Qore's Game Box Generator. Make your masterpiece and then export the image to the XMB to share with the world. We can't wait to see what you come up with. Check in next month when we travel a little further north to Kyoto. We climb into the mountains to make some new furry friends and find some old sites hidden away for centuries. Stay tuned!